We mentioned in our last video we are in Southampton because we're about to take a cruise in what is actually now a few days' time. Originally we were only going to come down here for 1 day and we completely changed our plans and now we're staying for 3 instead.
So when we were searching for hotels in Southampton, we came across this place and it really stood out to us. It's called Room2 and they position themselves as a HOMETEL. So you get all the comforts of home but also you still get to feel like you're living in a hotel. And it's only a year old, it's brand new. It is probably one of the most beautiful rooms we've ever stayed in.
Because we travel full time, we're always looking for kitchens and it's almost impossible to find one in a hotel. And this is the thing that is an absolute game changer for us. I think kitchens and these are in every single room. It's a dishwasher. Such a small thing, but when you constantly make meals and then it's making us sound lazy, but honestly, I promise you, it is a game changer. So this one, we've got the full table, and normally like, we would only need just a desk, but these are the touches that have been added that just sort of, they make it feel like home more than just some place that you sit in for a day, work on a little laptop kind of thing. And there's this enormous couch that seems like it's been custom made to fit perfectly in there as well. Oh, massive TV.
There's also a mattress menu. I've heard of a pillow menu before where you can pick hard or soft. We picked a soft mattress, which is why I kind of look like I'm sitting on a bit of a marshmallow. So we've got dedicated mattresses on certain floors and you can request them. I've never heard of that, but I love it. It's my new favorite thing.
Soft
and also,
is the way to go.
Checkout is, you get 24 hours in this room. So checkout is like 2 p.m. till 2 p.m. So you can sleep in forever. I wasn't going to mention this bit, but if Dane annoys me, there's this whole loft area that we can send him up to. And there's another fluffy bed up here.
Maybe if I get you some breakfast and some coffee then I won't have to sleep up there. So we're going to go down now, but also I need to grab the phone. There's a, we've downloaded an app that apparently we can use our phone to wirelessly get into the room. So I've just come down into what is the, suppose the dining room, so to speak. There is this incredible table of spreads here. It's a buffet style. I gotta love that little touch. You know what it's about? It makes you feel a little bit warm, even though, to be fair, I'm wearing a t-shirt and that's normally not the case for us because we're a bit soft when it comes to the weather, as you probably know. So nice to be out in the sun. It's a beautiful day. I think we actually did look. It's going to be close to 20ish, we think. That'll be like that's a high point for the UK, isn't it?
That's a heat wave.
gonna offend a few people. So from our just in behind the trees up here, that's where our room is. So we've been looking out over this park when we arrived yesterday and waking up this morning. So we thought we'd just come for a little bit of a walk, see what it's about. It's pretty small, but it's always nice. There's people sitting down having their well, I suppose it's lunch almost now. Having lunch, sitting down, having a drink and everything, walking around. It's quite a historic place. There's a lot of stories here in Southampton from about, well, this is where the Titanic launched from. Even though it was built in Belfast, where we've been before, it was actually launched from here. So, sad thing is that a lot of the people that were on the ship were locals from Southampton. Somewhere over the back over there is probably where that port is. We're going to try and hunt around a little bit and maybe find it later on today.
We're staying down here. This is the park that we just walked through. All along here is the ports and we're going to head up this way, and then the plan for today is to go up to where it says Bargate up here and check out some of the old city walls and kind of make our way down here, and then there's a brewery that we want to check out down the bottom to end the day. Southampton is known for a few different reasons. The first one is Titanic, which Dane mentioned earlier. The second is that it was actually one of the departure points for D-Day during World War II, so that you'll see a lot of like historical sites here, including old city walls and stuff. And then the third reason is because it's home to some of the world's biggest cruise ships now. So we've come to our first stop. It's called Watergate.
Stumbled upon.
We were meant to go further up, but yeah, we just kind of were crossing the road and saw these old city walls. This is where this is the first sort of section that we've seen. So we thought we'd stop and see what it's all about. We're not history experts though, so we just found this Old Town map online. So we're just going to loosely sort of follow the route.
What have you found?
Let me tell you about the Bargate, which is just behind you. So it was connected by the city walls, which we just saw, and it was built in the Norman times. And it says here, by walking through the Bargate's grand entrance, you travel in the footsteps of generations of townspeople. It used to be where they collected taxes and goods entering or leaving the town. This was in the 1930s.
And according to this, in the late 1500s, William Shakespeare was here. He performed. But this is it here. Oh, we're on the wrong side for the sun, but you can see. We got a bit historied out. There's lots to see. I feel like we've maybe shown 3% of what's going on in this town.
We haven't shown much, but we've actually walked past a whole bunch of stuff that has just been nice to stop and read some signs and everything. So we haven't included everything. But now...
There's always something we like to try and include when we can.
We are heading towards a microbrewery called the Dancing Man's Brewery. Haven't even had a drink yet. Brewery. And it's housed in I think it was a 14th century wool shed, or wool house I should say.
I haven't seen photos, but you have. I'm really fascinated to see what this place looks like. So we're not really sure. It's about 400 meters away, so we just took a step, like we're on a parallel street to that main high street we were on, and there's just nobody around. I love finding things like this.
Yeah, we just walked past a Tudor house, one of the old school houses here. It's so... How would you describe this? Vintage and English.
Yeah. I know, it's nice. There's a lot more character back here, obviously, than what you get on a main street. But it's just all these tiny little pubs. Duke of Wellington, you know, it's just very British. Yeah. I love finding spots like this. This was a perfect choice. It turns out that this place is actually like a craft brewery as well, so we got a real mixture of the types of beers that we've got. We went for their lager, which actually tastes more like a wheat beer, which we really love, in particular the stuff that we had in Germany. But I'm going to try and pretend like I can not reading the sign over there to the left that I've already looked at, but we didn't know that wool was actually part of the trade, or the main trade, for the prosperity of Southampton in the Middle Ages. And one of the things on the side there is crazy, that this wool house in particular was used to accommodate French prisoners of war. Just now it's a pub sitting opposite like a ferry terminal. It's just the craziest situation, but the beer is good, and they really get us in the UK. It was just ordering the beers, and then a lady next to me grabbed 2 packs of crisps, as they would call it, bags of chips as we would say it, and we were like, yeah, beers and crisps really go together. So we've got a pack of strong cheddar and onion crisps to go with our massive pints of their local lager.